Joi. What's up? The Jawn Joi is here.
Jawn Joi.
The Jawn Joi.
The young John.
Young Jawn Joi.
Yo, 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 it's your girl, Joy Live, the Jawn Joi. Now, I got the homie in the building, Nef The Pharaoh. What's good?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
You know, Nef, we've been talking about doing this for a minute.
Yes, yes.
DJ Era was the first person that was like, yo, Joy, you got to interview Nef The Pharaoh.
For sure, for sure. Shout out to the bruh.
Then it was Willie Joe said it. Then my homie Will said it. I was just like, dang, everybody saying I got to interview Nef The Pharaoh. Then I see you come through. I was like, man, we're going to do it then, you know. But time made it happen this time.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so how's Atlanta? What you getting into out here?
Atlanta's dope. You know, I'm doing a lot of recording, shooting some videos out here for the album that's coming up. And I feel like Atlanta, for me, is like, it's just a better place for me to record and witness new things in music. You know, I recorded half of my album that's coming out now in Atlanta.
Big Chang Theory.
Yeah, the Big Chang Theory. The first few times I came to Atlanta. So every time I come to Atlanta, I'm always in the studio. I'm always working, just pushing out tracks and trying to stay busy.
All right, so are you working with like any Atlanta artists when you come down here? Or are you just like, you know, because you guys roll squad deep. You, Peasy, like y'all all deep, squad deep. So y'all really don't need the city to fuck with you too much. It's just like y'all got each other.
Yeah.
But are you like, have you worked with anybody in the city since you've been out here?
I work with a few cats in the city. I don't know if they Atlanta cats. You know, everybody come to Atlanta because it's a good hub.
True.
But shout out to my guy Yaki.
Oh yeah.
I did some songs with him.
I think Yaki is from here though, isn't he? Yeah.
Joe Gifted.
He's from here.
Yeah.
Joe Gifted.
And a lot of other artists, like I said, I don't know if they from Atlanta. Like, you know, Lil James being in and out of here. He not from Atlanta, of course, but that's the dog. Who else? Lil J Brown. He ain't even from Atlanta, but he stay in Atlanta. He out of Mississippi. 15 years old. He raw. He made it on my album on a song called That Was God. But yeah, like I said, like you said, we roll thick, you know. We never move as one, and when we do move as one, it's a big unit. So when we just come to the city, we just try to come and let the city know that we're
here.
we
Your
here,
presence
we're
is here,
relevant.
and you gonna be felt.
Yeah, we ain't on none of that hopping on somebody else's wave, clicking up with all these weirdos. We just do our own thing, and you know it, and let the blessings rain in like they've been raining in, and we continue to make this magic happen and push out good music.
Now, would you ever see you move into Atlanta?
For sure. I would definitely move to the A. For sure. Like my son get like 4, 5.
How old is he right now?
3.
So maybe like 2 years we could see you down in the A.
I'll be out here.
All right. So speaking of your son, Father's Day is coming up.
Yes.
How you celebrating?
Well, I plan to go see Incredibles 2 with my son, but his mom just messed that up. She took him early with her little brother. So now I'm thinking about doing something different. You know, I own a farm out there in California. I'm thinking about just inviting my friends and just barbecuing on the farm and paintballing or something.
That's
you know?
hard. I did hear you owned a farm, and I was going to ask you about that. Now, what made you like open a farm
or get some property?
Yeah.
E40.
Well, is it just the property, or you like dead ass like have a farm? Like, is there animals on it?
Oh yeah, it's animals on it, but it's not open to the public. It's my private property. But man, the water, E40, he made me want to invest in property and get something for my family because, you know, I'm always had his money and always be able to buy a luxury condo and whatnot. But when your lease is up, where you gonna go? You know, this is something that my family is gonna have, and my son is going to be able to pass this down to his kids and whatnot. You know, I got so much land on there. I could build my mom, my dad a house, and myself a house, and we wouldn't even have trouble. You know, it's just something that I felt like was right. My grandpa had a little money when he got out the war, so he got the property to rent to buy. So, you know, when I started getting my little check, I talked to my dad and I did what I had to do, and now we own that motherfucker, and it's is dope as shit. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing on my farm. You know, we
nobody
can go out there.
You can't smoke here. You
man,
can't do
I like.
this.
That's what I'm saying. I love that shit. I bring 100 niggas. I bring 50 niggas from Vallejo. We all come from the hood, right up to the farm and paintball, like unlimited paintball. You know, you go to these paintball fields and you can't do this, you can't do that. You get shot here. You got to put your hands up. No, we not doing that. We going full-fledged. We having fun. We having water fights. We having basketball tournaments. It's Come Outside 2018. I feel like me and my guys really created that movement. Like we on that real Verb shit. That Verb. You remember when Disney used to be like, Verb, it's what you do. Me and my niggas got verbs, man. We outside, we boxing, we playing basketball, we swimming, we paintballing, we doing
like you really into the nature and being outside
this shit.
And having fun and all
you
of
know,
that.
I got my son in soccer and shit. You know, we real active. Cause it can go down anywhere.
Yeah.
And you always can't get.
You gotta be ready.
Yeah, you gotta stay on your toes. So we just stay fit.
You go to the gym or you just more so outside active?
I'm outside active, but I will get on you in the gym life. I got my own little weights that I do. I do my little calisthenics at the house or whatnot. But yeah, I'm outside active for sure, really outside.
All right, now, speaking of like, you know, owning property and everything like that, you're only 23?
23, yes.
23. So a lot of people like in that age range, that's not on their mind.
ma'am.
That's not on their mind. So it's more so, what car am I gonna buy? What house am I gonna flash? You know what I mean? All those type of things. So for you to say, I'm gonna get land, I'm gonna get property. I could build, if I wanted to, I could build a house for my mom, a house for my dad on it, and we all be straight.
Yeah.
Where did it lead?
What
How
got
did
me
you?
in
Yeah,
that
like
mindset?
what put you in that mindset to be like,
It's
I want to
just,
think of the future like that.
The family I come from is like well seasoned. You know, my family don't tolerate a lot of bullshit. You here for a reason. You gonna know what you want to be at a certain age, and you gonna take these procedures to get there. And I feel like at the age of 4, I've always known what I was gonna be. You know, I always known what I wanted to do, like be involved in music and just be a dope ass artist. And with that said, you know, I had my extracurricular activities on the side of me doing this music shit. And, you know, I had a son. I got him to take care of. I got 13 siblings. I got a mother. I got a father. You know, I got my day ones I bring across. We didn't hit every state in California and took it overseas. So it just took me, out of all the things I've been through, to season me, it just took myself to sit down and talk to me and be like, bro, if I was to die today, what's gonna happen? Like,
what gonna be straight?
What do I got to leave here? Just some music? And nah, I want to build a foundation for my family. I want them to really. You ever seen Coco?
No, Coco. Is
the
that
movie
a movie?
Coco. It's
I
an
know,
animated
it's
film.
The animated movie.
I just saw it with my son.
I'm gonna watch it now.
It's a dope ass film.
I
You
have
should see
seen the previews of it, but
and it's this they do this. Well, the movie is about like when your relatives pass, you're supposed to like carry on their story and always remember them and constantly tell their story. And then on the Day of the Dead, the ancestors are able to come back and visit you in spirit, right?
Yeah.
And basically in the movie, it was like one thing, like you go to the other world, to the spirit world, and you can meet your family. Y'all can all be together when you pass away, and y'all go to this different spirit world. But the people who didn't have a legacy and was just little doormans and little dots on the earth who didn't make their mark when they could have, they get forgot about, right? So in the spirit world, they just fade away.
Yeah.
So after you fade away, it's no longer. And I don't know, like that movie just made me like, I don't know, made me want to just build a legacy that my grandkids' kids gonna always talk about. Like my grandpa was the Ross man, like he was 23 and did this, did that. He was 35, did this and that, and at his 50th birthday, he did woo 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 woo. At age 80, he did this and this and that. And I don't know. I think that's where it all comes from. Like, I just want to be able to carry my family on my back and have them speak good about me when I go to wherever you go when you leave here.
All right. Now, you were saying, you know, in your family, like, the bullshit is not tolerated. You're going to know what you're going to do, and we're going to figure out the route to make it happen.
Facts.
At 4, you said, I'm going to be a rapper.
For sure, for sure.
Now, your parents were, like, fully supportive at 4, or, like, where was it? Did you stay consistent at 4 when you picked up the mic? Or?
My parents always been supportive of me. They never said, oh, nigga, you crazy, you can't do this, or you got to play football, you know. They was with me. I dived in head first, and so did they. So as I dived in this swimming pool, not being able to swim, it was my family around me holding arms, building a floaty for me to, you know.
Yeah.
They, you know, my mama always been there for me. My daddy always been there for me, even though he wasn't living in the same house as us. I always had a supportive background, even though, you know, my parents, they was together for 15 years. They eventually separated. You know, all of that shit.
How old were you when they separated?
Took a toll on us. I was about 9 years old, so that really fucked me up. You know, I stopped seeing my dad as much as, and shit was crazy, but that even made me want to go harder. Like, man, even y'all on some bullshit. Like, I'm finna get it back good again, and I feel like I done that. I sit and I tell my best friend Twan time to time, like, man, nigga, I feel tight. Like, my dad and my mom will be backstage at a show talking, like, laughing. She'd be like, Big Tony, can you pass me the whoop? And he'd be like, yeah. Like, that shit is tight. Like, that shit dope. And it's all because of me. So
to keep them all together.
Yeah. I always tell my partners, like, I feel like us as artists, we really have the superpowers. Because, you know, the big artists is like Eminem. Back when he was on a crazy rap, he could tell a million teenage white kids to say, hey, fuck my mom. And, you know, they all gonna say it. And I feel like that's real. That's real power. If you can go out on a stage and tell 50,000, 500,000 people, 1 million people to raise your hands and wave from left to right, and they actually do it, listening to you, that's powerful. I feel so powerful when I do this shit.
Do you feel any sense of responsibility when you make music, knowing that, you know, a lot of artists don't realize the power that they have. So for you to be an artist as young as you are, to realize the power that you do have, do you feel any responsibility when it comes to
I'm going to keep it so solid. I only feel a responsibility when I'm faced with how my music touched people. Or, like, just before I came in here, my partner Saeed said a line that I said in my rhyme in one of my raps, and it didn't register to me in my head. I said, all the gifts and shit don't really keep a nigga focused. And it really didn't register in my head when I said the bar until he said it again. He was like, man, you said in your song, all the little gifts and shit really don't keep you focused. It's like, it's good. Like, yeah, I'm doing this, yeah, I'm doing that, but I don't never want to get satisfied in this shit. I don't never want to feel like I made it. I don't never want to feel like I could put my feet up, because then that's when I'm going to start getting lazy, and it's always going to be another nigga to come right up under my ass and take my spot. So I feel like every day I wake up, I try to do this rap shit as like I'm a freshman. Every day is the first day of school. Every day is I'm a new student at this rap university, and I have to show them my new portfolio every day. I have to fucking be a teacher's pet. Talking about in a rap university to earn my spot on the dean's list, and then eventually become a dean, and eventually start my own college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, like, speaking of like the rap university, hip hop university, I always used to think, like, what about if a school like that actually existed?
That would be so fucking dope, because the schools right now are bullshit. Bro, the math they teach us, you already know that if you know how to count money. The history is all bullshit. History is written by the victor. So if I beat a nigga ass and he lost, of course, I'm gonna tell the story, and it's gonna be way better and full of things that didn't happen. I feel like a lot of more people would be woke, because music has a way to touch people and make you feel a certain way that regular words, just by you talking to somebody, wouldn't. Me talking to you could just be me talking to you. But I could write a song for you and put it on a beat, and you'll be like, wow, I never really know he felt like that, or damn, this is what he thought of me, or this is how he perceives me or looks at me, or this shit is just dope. I feel like, I don't know, me and my niggas, we got group chat. We was just talking about the Kanye album. Some of us liked it, and some of us didn't, and we're all entitled to our own opinion. And my friend asked me why I liked it, and I'm like, I like it because I'm really, like, diagnosed bipolar. And sometimes I feel like my thoughts I can't say, or they won't come out right, or someone won't, take it in properly. And like the first track, let me get this out of the way. The first track, first of all, I've never been suicidal in my fucking life. I would never take my life. I'm too pussy. But the first track on the Kanye West song is, he says, today I thought about killing you. And I love me more than I love myself. So he said, I love me more than I love you. And I thought about killing myself. So basically what that means is, what I got from that is, if you don't love yourself and go hard and kill it for you, no one else will. You're your own.
You're your biggest fan.
Yeah, you're your own enemy. You're your biggest fan. You're your own borders. If you just really get in your mind and tell yourself, man, fuck it. I don't even know how to say it. He said another thing. He said, people always say, don't say this, don't say that. Fuck it. Just say it. See what it sounds like out loud.
Yeah.
And I always been that person. Like, I always been that person.
No filter.
Yeah. Like, straight up. It'll be something, me and my partners will sit down and we all disagree on it. And it'll be a time and a place where we want to tell that problem or whatever it is, address it. And I'll just be like, man, fuck it. I'm finna say it right now, man, fuck it. We could be at the awards. We could be at a fucking funeral. I don't give a shit. If it come in my head, I'm finna say it. So I've always been like that with life. That's how I teach my son. And my son is very advanced. He's a 3-year-old, but he'll talk to you like he's 13.
Well, I'm sure because his dad is highly enlightened himself.
Yeah, and I don't do the goo gaga shit. I always tell baby Nef, I'll be like, what do you want? Say it with your words. I do not understand you when you're crying. Cut it out. And well, while you're feeling like this, you go in there, get over your feelings, because ain't nobody make you mad. You made you mad. Now go get over your feelings, and when you could talk to me, come back and we'll talk.
Nef, you sure you're not 30, like 32?
I don't know. Sometimes.
I think Nef is like 32.
Sometimes I think I've been here before.
I feel like you've been here before. Do you ever feel like an outcast around your peers because you might,
not necessarily, because I'm not a dumb human being, It's a saying, you hang around 10 rich friends, you're going to be the 11th one, So I surround myself with people with the same knowledge and people who have similar beliefs and ways of living their life as me. Like, I wouldn't hang around no floozy if he didn't, operate similar to how I was operating.
Were you always like that? Because, when we're younger, we had that run-in where we had the bag.
You think I've always been like that, Riff? Yeah.
So you always chose good friends?
Yeah.
Always a good judge of character.
That's been my best friend since preschool right there.
How long y'all been friends?
Just preschool.
Oh, you said preschool. I'm sorry.
About 20.
Hold on, that's a long ass time.
23 years.
Y'all have known each other your whole life.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my brother.
That's wild.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about, growing up in Vallejo. All right. 13 siblings?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you said your parents were together for about 15 years. When you were 9, they got divorced. Are all your siblings like by your parents?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, so
my dad's kids.
Why is it always pops? It's always the dad with the other kids.
That's how it be sometimes. That's one of my fears too. Like I be like, man, I don't want to have hella baby mamas like my pops. Like I try. That's why I got like one kid right now. I could have been had a million kids. I could have been had another son or daughter by now. But I just play it safe because that's one fear. Because it was hard. It was hard growing up, like not knowing some of my siblings and hearing our moms argue and little petty shit like that. Like they all grown and over that shit now, but you never know how much stress you're putting on the kids.
People don't understand the influence and the importance of childhood.
For sure.
So many things that happen during childhood, you can fight your whole life trying to repair, or why you act a certain way, all those type of things,
most definitely
that are instilled into a child as a baby.
Most definitely.
All right, so where are you at on the list of 13 siblings? Are you the baby?
I'd say I'm around the middle kids.
Mm-hmm.
Around the middle kids, I got a sister that's older than me. I got a sister that's younger than me. I got a brother close to my age. I'd say I'm in the middle.
Are y'all all close? Because I know sometimes with, like, big families like that, like my dad's a kid of 12. And there's so many of them, they could literally choose who they wanted to be their siblings.
When we were younger, we were not that close because we allowed what was being said take control of our judgment of each other.
Yeah.
But now we're army. You can't tell me nothing about my brothers will stomp you out.
Hey.
Like, you can't tell me nothing about my sisters. We'll get on you. It's just like that. You can't break us apart. We all got kids. That's beautiful. The other day, my nephew had a birthday that I couldn't make it to, but my mom took my son there, So, and my sister's mom was there, right? So they was sitting together. The moms was enjoying each other, and all my siblings had their children there. So they got them to sit down on the lawn and take a big picture. It was beautiful. It's just beautiful mixed kids, because we got black, we got Mexican, we got white moms, we got African moms.
Just the whole village.
It's just like, it was a beautiful picture of our kids. I think I got to go through my messages to find that. Might post it on Instagram on Father's Day or something. I don't know. But it was just a beautiful picture. It was dope. It was like a rainbow of my family.
Now, would you ever, like, is marriage something that you want one day in life?
One day in life, I hope to marry. But right now, I don't know. It's just not. I'm so focused on getting my family straight. It's just like I'm already married to them. Like, I got my baby mama and my son straight. They know I love them regardless. I got my mama and my daddy straight. They know I love them regardless. I'm not focused on love right now. I'm focused on executing what I need to execute to get where I need to be in my career. And then we could focus on all the extracurricular activities.
All right. I definitely feel you with that. Now, let's get into the music. Porter the Grape mixtape, you, Greedo, coming out now July 12th. Yeah. July 12th is the date.
They pushed the date back like a couple weeks before my album, or a week before my album, or
yes,
whatever.
Because Big Chang Theory is July 20th.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what's been the feedback since you just dropped Ball Out featuring All Black?
Man, everybody's been loving the song. They've been going crazy. You know,
hard.
It's a dope ass song. We went back to back, and then Black did a little chorus at the end. You know, everybody said little catchy things in their verse. I think it's a dope song for just music right now. It's one of them dope songs you can listen to and party. And, you know, we all said a dope thing people keep telling me about the rhyme I said in my verse. I said, I'm on that Harley with the flame like I'm Ghost Rider. I know the truth about your raps. You got a Ghost Rider.
Oh,
everybody liked that line.
That line did stick out to me, and I wanted to ask you about that. What's your thoughts on Ghost Riders?
I don't do it. I mean, I've ghost written for people, but me myself personally, I'm talented. You know, I could write my hooks. I know how to manipulate my voice and make it sound like I could sing. You know, I really don't feel the need for a songwriter. I feel like I got this, and that's not me being cocky or asshole. I know I got this. I guess that's cocky. I mean, it's
not
confidence.
Cocky, it's confidence.
Confidence.
Low key, I feel like in some aspects you could look at songwriting or ghostwriting compared to if it was a sport as a steroid more so.
Facts.
You know, so it's kind of a cheat code.
Yeah.
Now, I have 2 questions for you, but I want to ask you, do you think because someone has a ghostwriter or a songwriter,
that
as
makes
a
them
rapper,
less of an artist?
Well, that's my second question more so. But this one, when it comes to rapping more so, like for me, I feel like when it comes to singers, they can get away with it. But when it comes to rappers, I feel like you should write your own shit. But then we're all in this world of how many records are you selling?
Yeah.
And it's all about the monetary, all of that type of shit. So it's like if it's selling, what does it matter? It's a good record. Do you think that certain rappers should not be put in the list of, you know, greats or dope lyricists?
I'm going to answer your question just like this. We all in high school. Senior project, we got the last essay to turn in or you won't graduate. I spent my whole summer or whatever break or my 11th grade break trying to get ready for this senior project, and I know what I'm going to do. I've been writing on this paper forever. And I passed. I passed with flying colors. I know I writ my paper. I know I did my research. I know I presented it to the class perfect. Here comes this student who's just worked as hard as me. I've seen him. I've seen him around the corners every now and then. Seen him at practice every now and then. But then when it comes to turning our essay, he's had help from his mom or you just copied and paste something from the internet. And then he passes too. I would feel cheated. Because if I would have known you could do that, hey, I would have been cheating my whole life. You know, I feel like that's, as artists, I feel like we're cheated. Like, I don't know, that should be a different
category.
It should really be a different category. Like, and I'm not putting no shade on nobody who has songwriters, because with that being said, when you wrote this song, it was dope, but it didn't sound like how it sounded until my voice was on this motherfucker.
Now,
right?
That's where my second
Now, if you niggas get all the lyrics Drake is getting from his songwriters was saying, and then you said it, that shit would not sound like that. Yeah. That shit would be weak. Get that shit out of here. Go back to the drawing board. So, it's all about the artist. It's all about the team. And I don't know. I was told by an artist, I'm not even going to say his name. He told me. And when he told me that, I'm like, wow, this nigga is shady. He said, the good artists borrow, the great artists steal. And I'm like, damn. He damn near right.
It's true.
It's true. I'm like, that's lightweight scary, because you telling me I gotta damn near
cheat myself
to be great. I got to fucking repeat history to be great. I can't make some shit from my imagination. Ain't that what imagination is? So I don't know, that just
all right, so where do you think it comes into play where it's like artist, talent? Do you think they're one and the same, or do you think a talent is a talent and an artist is an artist?
An artist can go into the studio and have a songwriter and make this song sound amazing. It sounds dope in the studio. It sounds dope in the radios. It's a good warm-up song. Now, talent. Here's where this talent comes in. I got talent, real talent, and I will tell you, being cocky, a lot of these rappers lip sync. That's where this talent is coming from. If you could sound like this in a studio, you should be able to condition your body and your voice to sound like this on live concerts. You should be able to put on a show. You know, I always tell my fans at the end of the show, like, I feel like they fuck with me and love my shows because for the simple fact, I don't lip sync. And it'll be songs like Big Timing, and I'll be in Atlanta, and I got Atlanta bitches that want to fuck me out, and they'll go crazy because I said the city I'm in or whatnot. And then again, I'm dancing. I'm moving around the crowd. I'm working the motherfucking stage. I'm touching your hand. I'm looking you in your eyes. I don't hide behind shades. I'm looking you in your eyes. I'm touching your hands, and I'm really saying the words, and I'm really sounding how I sound in a studio. I feel like that's real talent. And when it comes to this performance, I feel like can't nobody fuck with me. I'm so serious. Like, I'm so serious. My performance game is impeccable. Like, I feel like I could run 100 laps and won't break a sweat. A lot of niggas will get up there and do 2-3 songs, a half a song.
Out of breath.
And you out of breath. I'm on this bitch for an hour and 30 minutes. And I'm going many, and I'm not tired. I'm juiced. And I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking before I go on stage. When I get off, I'm high off the dopamine my brain release, and I just feel good. Like, I don't know. This is my sport. This is what I was made for. Because when I do it, my brain really release dopamine and make me feel good. And I want to do it again to make myself feel good again.
It's like a high you get now.
On everything, this is what I was made for, period.
Now, who did you look up to, you know, as younger, or who do you still look up to when it comes to performances, stage performances? Like, do you watch anybody's stage
Michael
perform?
Jackson.
Okay.
Elton John. Chris Brown. Who's else a hell of a... P. Diddy is a hell of a performer. That's where I get my...
All of them are hell of performers.
It's... that's why I don't know. I guess that's why my shows are the way they are, because I look up to them type of dudes.
Now, speaking of Michael Jackson, I heard that you have like a magazine collection of Michael Jackson.
I own I have collected every magazine that Michael Jackson has been in over his lifetime.
Wow. So you're definitely an MJ fan.
Yeah, and it's something that I didn't even start. It's something my mother started, and I continued. Like, she's been Michael Jackson fan. She was part of the Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh, wow.
All of that. So
how many magazines is it so far? Do you have count?
I don't keep counting. It's over 100. I haven't even touched them in a while. It's some I just see in the store, and I'll just buy it, then go put it up. But that's a good question. I haven't counted. I think I need to count, though. It's over 100 for sure.
That's hard. But the thing about it is, it's probably worth a lot of money. It's probably worth a lot of money, especially because, like, everybody might not have them all, or there might be some missing or things like that. So it's probably definitely worth some dollars that you got held on to, just as your personal collection, something that means something to you and your mom, that you know, that tradition that y'all have carried on. Now, back to Porter to Grape.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the mixtape cover art, dope.
Yeah.
Who came up with the idea? Like, where'd the idea come from to
Shout
use the
out
newspaper?
to my guy, Bay Area's on AJ 200. AJ, I love you so much, because he just comes with these out the wall, just crazy ass ideas. And I never thought of a newspaper article. Like, that was...
Don't see that often.
You don't see that often, you know. I think
ever
E40 did it like on a... Was it like the I don't know what album he did it on, but I think E40 did it. But it wasn't like that. And what's tight about the Porter the Grape artwork is, if you really zoom in and read those little articles, those are real facts.
I was like trying to zoom in.
I'm reading that shit, and I'm like, boy, where this nigga get that from? He was like, yeah, Nef had had a sitch for self-promotion. He used to go in the stores and steal CDs and then burn them and sell them so he would get all his profit.
You did that?
Yeah. I'm like, but what the fuck? They talking to Nardwar and shit. This shit crazy. It's tight,
He was
though.
a hustler.
Yeah.
Definitely a hustler.
Yeah, for sure.
Explain the meaning of Porter to Grape. What's Porter to Grape?
Porter Street is the street I was born and raised on.
Mm-hmm.
Grape is the hood Greedo's from. So I feel like that was just a connection.
That's hard.
Porter to Grape, you know, I'm putting my city on. He putting his city on.
How'd that collab come about for y'all to say, let's do a mixtape together?
I was the first person, you can get this recorded, I was the first person to ever contact Greedo and tell him the Bay Area fucked with his music. And he didn't believe me. I'm like, man, Vallejo love you, Oakland love you, woo, woo, woo. So when I was in L.A., I had a session at my partner, DTB studio. Shout out to DTB. He produced a lot of things on me and Greedo shit and my album. So I'm at DTB studio in L.A. and I see Greedo was out in L.A. You know, I DM him, woo, 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 what's your number? I'm at the studio, slide through. He come through. We chill, we chop it up. DTB making some beats. Me and All Black was already there working on shit. And it just happened. We ended up laying like 2 or 3 songs the first time we got in the studio. Then the second time we got in the studio in the Bay Area is when, after I told him the Bay Area fuck with him, he took a chance and came to the Bay Area and did shows and shit, and he got the love. And then he did a song with a fellow Bay Area artist, shout out to D-Lo, and he came to Oakland to shoot the video. Yeah. And they had the whole hood out. It was just beautiful Bay Area culture. And I pull up to the video, like, you know, I'm outside. I'm very involved in the Bay Area. You can see me in the Bay Area. I'm not in a house tucked like these suck ass rappers. I'm outside in the community being involved, you know, empowering the youth, all of that good shit. So pull up to the video shoot. Hella, it's 100 hood niggas outside. Niggas. I don't know if Greedo thought I wasn't gonna pull up or not. I had all my jury on. Me and my niggas, I hop out, I tap him on the shoulder. He turn around, he like, oh, my nigga. He was like, bro, stop the video. This the nigga that told me to come to the Bay Area. He told me y'all was gonna love me like this, woo, woo, woo. I'm just like, man, I told you see the love now and then. He's like, man, that's just how it came out. So the pictures on the artwork from Porter to Grape is pictures from the video shoot.
It looked like I was out there. Yeah.
It was a video shoot, so
that's hard.
This whole project is dope. How it came
about. It was just meant to be.
It was dope.
Now, with Greedo about to go away soon and everything like that, what's some advice or, you know, words of, you know, comfort that you have lent him? Have you talked to him about that?
Man, you know, he really a stand-up nigga as far as I could see towards the situation. You know, he know he gonna have to go do his time. That's why he working like a motherfucker. He gonna have albums and albums and albums releasing while he's still locked up. Yeah. What did I do? My bad. My bad, y'all. You know, he knows he has to go in, so he knows he has to work for his family. And, like, you know how I said, just leave something behind. You know, he ready to take it on the chin and just go sit down and do his bid, you know. Like the old folks say, if you can't do the crime, don't do the time. For real. And I just always been that type of cat. Like, if I ever did something, I'm gonna take it on the chin, sit down, and get my punishment or whatever comes with that. Yeah. You know, and I feel like Greedo is similar to that. He's that type of dude too, as well.
All right. Now, you pretty tatted, Nef. I'm seeing all the tats. What was the first tat you ever got?
First tat I ever got was my grandmother's name on my arm in 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
And then I hit a house lick. And shout out me and my nigga. Shout out my nigga, man. He already know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say no names. Me and my nigga had a house lick. We was young, 7th graders too. Then we went to the hood and smoked a bunch of weed and got tatted by a guy with one eye.
What? You getting tatted by guys with one
eye, fresh out of prison. He does this tat on my chest that says, "Only God can judge me," right? Mm-hmm. Now, my little ass 7th grader sitting down, getting this tattoo on my chest, it's excruciating. It's killing the fuck out of me. I get up, tattoo's done. It's crooked as shit. Because
he had one eye.
Oh my God, that was the dumbest tattoo.
You get away with it though. You were in 7th grade, but hold on, how the hell did I'm not even gonna ask that. He had one eye, so it's just like you weren't getting. I used to take my shirt off in PE and think I was the shit with the tattoo on my chest and all types of shit. Me and my nigga thought we was the niggas because we was the only ones in middle school with tattoos and shit. But as I got older, I covered that motherfucker. Oh, you covered it?
Yeah.
What you cover it with?
I got a bear and a wolf on my chest.
Oh, okay. Now, with you and 40 coming from the same city, you're signed to Sick With It Records, along with your own label. Let me just make sure I say your label right.
It's Kill F&B.
Kill F&B. Okay.
The corporation.
Now, growing up in the Bay Area, same area as 40, did you see him a lot, like, growing up? Was he somebody that would be in the neighborhood?
Nah, I'm keeping so solid. 40 was out the hood as I was coming up. But he did give back to the community and have barbecues when he came back to the hood and showed his face and gave out backpacks and clothes and shit like that. So, to answer your question, I never saw him as much as I saw the Mac Dre's and other Bay Area rappers that was around like that, because E40 was like one of him and Too Short. Them was like the biggest Bay Area rappers. Now it's E40, Too Short, G-Eazy, Kehlani, Nef The Pharaoh, Kamaya. You know?
What's it like seeing so many people being able to go down that list now? And
it's beautiful.
The names you're saying is like, we all know who you're talking about.
It's beautiful. And I'm actually on that list, and I have actually helped open doors for some of my peers, you know? Because no matter what anybody says, before I came on the scene, the Bay Area was losing it. You know, wasn't nobody paying attention to Vallejo. Wasn't nobody really paying attention to the Bay Area scene. It was more on whatever they was on. I don't even know what was going on, but I think it was the Jerk Music LA little thing before all of that shit. Yeah. Man, I don't know. I just came through and revamped that shit. I'm just hit them with a dose of Bay Area water.
Now, after Big Time and Bling Blow, how did shit change for you in the Bay?
I'm able to walk around and get noticed by people from 60 to 4 years old. Wow. That's beautiful. Wow. It's like the reward. Some of the rewards I've always known that was coming to me. Like people yelling my name, walking up to me, wanting to take a picture, wanting to get my autograph, wanting to take a picture with my son. I feel like it's beautiful. And then sometimes it gets annoying because I'm a human being. Yeah. I'm only human. And there's times in the day where I do want to have time to myself. I do want to just eat, me and my son, peacefully without being video recorded or taking pictures. Yeah. But I asked for it, and like I said, if you can't do the crime, don't do the time. This is everything I asked for, so I'm gonna take it on the chin. Cause I could be broke or selling dope or in jail or somewhere.
Yeah, so that's what you got. That's the price of it, then, you know.
Facts.
Now, Big Chang Theory dropping July 20th.
July 20th.
What can we expect on that?
You can expect me. Everything. It's features? Everything I want to do. I got Dage Loaf on there. On Be Peasy. All Black. Cuban Doll. I don't think I got any other features, but it's just me. Like, everything is what I want to do. Like, we go to the songwriting thing, ghostwriter thing. Yeah. I've written a song for myself and Dej Loaf. And it's really on my album. Like, not to get discredit nobody. Like, I wrote my part and her part, and it sounds amazing. Like, that was just dope for me. It was just, I was trying out new things, testing my abilities, but still remaining myself. And that's what you could expect on this album. A lot of good music.
I'm excited to hear this. Now, Big Chang Theory. Is there any inspiration from that drawn from like the Big Bang Theory? Or are you like
no, everybody says that. Ask that. It's just the theory. The definition of a theory is how something or someone or whatever became to be or got there. And it basically, the Big Chang Theory is, when you listen to it, all of these lyrics, all of this music, all of these sounds interprets who I am as a person.
Yeah.
You know, my lifestyle, my mood swings. It's just me. Like, so I think it's how I became to be. It's like me telling you how I became to be, or what type of things.
How did we end up here?
Forms me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Chang, your nickname?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I got it tatted on.
Where did Chang come from? Where did this nickname come
Late great friend Johnny Cash, rest in peace, from the Bay Area. He's a rapper. He used to come around. You know, he's from Richmond. I'm from Vallejo, of course. He used to just be around the city, and me skipping school, whatnot, being a adolescent teen, I would hang out around, and Cash would see me, and when he pulled up to these liquor stores and pulled up to the projects, I'd be like, man, like, you clean, Cash, like, man, I want to be like you, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then he always just say, it's all good, little Chang Chang, you'll get here.
Chang Chang.
I don't know where he got it from, or maybe it was the sounds of the chains hitting each other, or I don't know. Maybe because I was whooping niggas, and not physically and mentally. I was just beating it up. Like, I was just a young teen, just out there, ready, head first, ready just to receive my blessings. And I think he saw that in me, and he saw how determined I was to get where I'm at today. And I think that's why he always fucked with me and gave me a little knowledge and took his time to stop and give me a few dollars at the liquor store and shit like that. So, rest in peace, Johnny Cash.
Rest in peace.
You gave me the name Chang Chang. I got you tatted on me. I got Chang Chang tatted on me. This shit forever.
That's hard. Nef, I wish you the best. I fuck with you heavy, bro.
Thank you.
Like, really. And then to be able to sit down and have this conversation with you, you know what I mean? Really see where your headspace is. Like, you're destined for nothing but greatness.
Thank you.
So, Big Chang Theory.
July 20th. Porter the Great, July 12th.
Everybody, please go cop that. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on any social media at Nef The Pharaoh. That's Nefthe, and a lot of people spell this word wrong. Pharaoh. This is the correct way how to spell Pharaoh. It's Pharaoh. And I always joke with my friends on how to remember it. I be like, it's all on a hoe, man. All on a hoe. AOH is PHARAOH. So you can find me at all social media and everything. Nef The Pharaoh. NEFTHEPHARAOH.
And there you go. We got it. It's the Jawn Joi, Nef The Pharaoh. Catch me next time.
Say that.